Welcome back to today's Explainer. We are diving into exactly how everyday folks are stepping entirely off that exhausting viral hamster wheel and turning LinkedIn into real, predictable monthly income in 2026. While so much of the money-making space has been totally obsessed with TikTok and YouTube automation, which we covered earlier in this series, they are completely missing what is literally the biggest goldmine on the internet right now. So today, we're fixing that. Let's just jump straight into the data because it is staggering. While everyone else has been hyper-focused on going viral somewhere else, LinkedIn quietly generated $17.81 billion in revenue in 2025. But honestly, here is the number you actually need to care about. Engagement rates are hitting a massive 5.20% across their content formats. We're talking about the highest converting, highest paying audience anywhere on the internet. And crazy enough, it is largely being ignored. So why are people missing out? Well, it really just comes down to user intent. To put this into perspective, Instagram's average engagement rate right now is sitting at under 1%. You're essentially just shouting into an entertainment doom scroll, hoping someone stops. But over on LinkedIn, you have serious, locked-in buying intent. The whole reason a user opens the app in the first place completely changes how you can monetize being there. To make sure you capitalize on this massive shift, here's our roadmap. We're going to uncover this overlooked monetization giant, decode the professional buyer mindset, walk through 5 actionable ways you can actually earn, have a quick reality check on growth, and then leave you with some immediate action steps. All right, moving right into part 1, the overlooked monetization giant. We need to really understand the sheer scale of the opportunity you might be missing out on. LinkedIn officially crossed a $20 billion annual run rate in 2026. Think about that for a second. While a ton of creators are out there chasing literal pennies on apps that are designed for 3-second attention spans, serious business is happening here every single second. A $20 billion run rate represents a complete ocean of opportunity for anyone who's simply willing to show up and provide value. Okay, part 2, the professional buyer mindset. Let's look at why users on this platform actually expect to buy, hire, and invest. It all boils down to psychology, right? Unlike other social platforms where people just want to be entertained, LinkedIn users log on expecting to do business. When someone stops to read your post, they're already in this professional mindset. They're actively looking to solve business problems. And this is exactly why clients you find here consistently pay way higher rates than on your standard freelance platforms. You're not having to convince them to spend money, you're just showing them that you're the right person to spend it with. Which brings us to part 3, 5 ways to earn. This is the core of today's Explainer, how you can actually start monetizing your presence this year. Here is a quick look at the 5 core strategies we're going to break down. We've got freelance services, consulting and coaching, affiliate marketing, the built-in newsletter, and sponsored content. And honestly, the best part? As we go through these, you'll see that you absolutely do not need a massive following to start earning with any of them. First up is freelance services. Because of that professional context we just talked about, the trust is basically built in from the jump. Right now, high-demand skills include things like content writing, graphic design, AI automation, and SEO, which, if you're not familiar, is just helping businesses rank higher on Google. If you have clear positioning and do some targeted outreach, you can absolutely land high-paying clients with fewer than 500 connections. It is 100% about quality, not quantity. Our second avenue is consulting and coaching. This covers one-on-one coaching, online courses, or even career and interview prep. LinkedIn is arguably the single best place on the internet for consulting. Why? Because your professional credibility is sitting right there, totally visible, before a client even says hello. Your work history, your recommendations, they automatically do the heavy lifting of the sales process for you. Third, we have affiliate marketing, and this is one of the most reliable methods out there. Again, no huge following required here. The strategy is super straightforward. Pick a niche, post really solid, value-driven content, and naturally weave recommendations into your posts. Things like finance tools, productivity software, and business resources. They convert exceptionally well because this audience is actively looking for ways to work smarter and more efficiently. Moving on to strategy number 4, which leverages a really powerful, completely free tool, the LinkedIn newsletter. This is a built-in feature that lets you totally bypass algorithms and send your content straight to your network's email inboxes. It's a fantastic way to drive traffic directly to your services. But even more importantly, as your newsletter grows, you're building this highly targeted audience. And that leads us perfectly into our final monetization method, Sponsored content and brand partnerships. This is one of the most scalable income methods you can tap into today. Look, once your educational carousels, those short-form videos, or your newsletters start consistently pulling in thousands of targeted impressions, brands in your specific niche are going to start knocking on your door for paid collaborations. And the data backing up these sponsorships, it's completely mind-blowing. For the exact same follower count, LinkedIn's professional audience commands sponsorship rates that are 3 to 5 times higher than Instagram. Let that sink in for a second. That is 3 to 5 times more money for the exact same audience size. And it's simply because of the higher purchasing power and that much stronger buying intent we talked about earlier. All right, part 4, the reality of growth. Before you run off, we really need to look at why treating this as a long-term asset is vital. We definitely have to be honest about the contrast here. Places like TikTok and Instagram, they are like a rocket. You get faster growth, sure, but it's volatile and often gives you super low conversions. LinkedIn, on the other hand, is much more like planting an oak tree. The growth is slower, but man, it yields incredibly deep, high-quality roots and massive conversion rates. It is not a shortcut viral machine. But trust me, the slower pace is completely made up for by the sheer buying power of the connections you're making. Finally, part 5, your immediate action steps. Let's get into exactly how you can start today. Here is your simple 3-step action plan. Number 1, optimize your headline to include exactly who you help and what specific result you deliver. Number 2, post just one piece of value-driven content today. And number 3, send 5 genuine connection requests to people in your target industry. I know, it sounds almost too simple, but these small daily actions compound into real income on this platform faster than anywhere else. So the question is, are you ready to stop chasing cheap clicks and start treating your expertise as a long-term professional asset? Think about that as you log in and optimize your profile today. Make sure you hit subscribe so you absolutely don't miss tomorrow's explainer, day 45. We are going to uncover a method to earn money from your expertise with absolutely zero social media presence required at all. It's going to be a good one. If you missed days 1 through 43, go catch up now, and I will see you right back here tomorrow.